Good day everyone, and welcome back to Fresh Drop. Hope you are enjoying your day. And today we're going to be concluding this topic, or we're going to be doing the second part of this topic, simultaneous equation using elimination method. You know, in the previous video we did it using substitution method, and I told you that I'll be uploading the elimination method on how you can use it to solve simultaneous equation. So that's what we're going to be doing today. As you can see, we already have an equation on the board which we are going to solve. We already have an example. So for those of you who have not subscribed to this channel, please do it to subscribe. I really appreciate. And like the post, like our page on Facebook, so you can learn more from that side of the social media. And you can also share it to your friends so they can learn as you learn too. So now we'll be moving to this question quickly, and you can see this question on the board. You have a question: 3y plus x is equal to 7, and y plus 2x is equal to 4. You know the aim. Our aim is to find y and x. Y and x. I told you in the last video the y here is the same as the y here, the x here is the same as the x here. But they gave you two equations to find these numbers, to find the missing numbers. Because one equation, you can't use one equation to find two numbers. So they gave you two equations to find two numbers. And now, we're moving straight to the elimination method. And this is what you do. According to the name elimination, what does it mean? It means you have to cancel something out. To eliminate means to kill, to cancel, to remove. So now you are going to be cancelling something out. And what would that be? It's either you cancel x or you cancel y. Now it's either you cancel x or you cancel y. So how do we do that? Now you look at these equations now. There's 3y here and there's just y here. 3y or y cannot cancel 3y. If 3y and y fight, y will be eliminated, leaving 2y behind. This is what I'm trying to say. How you eliminate is either by subtracting or by adding. Either you subtract or you add. That is how you eliminate. Now, if you look at these two, you subtract them. By subtracting these two, 2y will be left. You can't eliminate that. By subtracting these two, 1x will be left. You can't eliminate that. So you are going to make this equation in a way that they can subtract, or that one will be cancelled. So you are going to rearrange this equation in a way that one will be cancelled. And how will you do that? You simply times the top equation by 2 and times the one below by 1. You can times it with any number, provided it will cancel out. Provided something will cancel out, either the y or the x. You can times both equations with any number, provided one of these variables you are looking for will be cancelled out. So now I choose to times the top by 2 and times the equation below by 1. Now let's do that quickly. We times this equation by 2 and we times this equation by 1. Now, when we times this top equation by 2, we have our answer like this. 2 times 3y is what? 2 times 3y is 6y plus 2 times x is 2x equal to 2 times 7 is 14. 1 times this is the same thing. 1 times the same thing. 1 times 4 is 4. Now, we have gotten here. Okay? I'll wipe this off because of the space. So, this is our new equation. This is our new equation that we got from that time multiplication that we did. And sorry for the camera before. So now we're going to continue this question. So now what do we simply do? I told you it's either you subtract or you add. That is how you eliminate any of the variables. Either you subtract them or you add them. Now let's see the one that will work for this question. If you try to add, you have 6y plus y, which is equal to 7y. 7 will not cancel out. Now let's try to add this. Let's see if x will be cancelled out. You have 2x plus 2x will give you 4x. So it will not be cancelled out. So we cannot use addition at all. We have to use the one that one must go, either y or x. So now let's try subtraction. If we use 6y minus y, it will give us 5y. And if we go for 2x minus 2x, it will give us 0. 2x minus plus 2x, it will give us 0. So x is cancelled out. So what do we use now? We use subtraction instead of addition. Now we simply do like this, subtraction here, and then we'll subtract 6y minus y, we give you 5y, then 2x minus 2x, 2x minus 2x will give you 0. So there's no need. So what's the next thing you write? You're equal to 14 minus 4 will give you 10. So this is your new equation now. You can see that all you are looking for is just y, and it is as easy as that to get. Now you have successfully removed x and you are just left with y to remove. So now all you have to do is collect like terms. I believe you already know how to do that. You collect like terms. Those of you can collect like terms, you can check that out on any of our video too. So you can collect like terms here and just get your answer. So how do you do that? You just divide both sides by 5. 5 divided 5 is 1. 5 divided 10 is 2. So what is your y now? Y left alone is equal to 2 here. So y is equal to 2. You have gotten your y for this question. Y is equal to 2. It's as easy as that. So what are you going to find? You're going to find the x next. You have successfully gotten your y. The reason why you did this elimination is to make sure you are looking for only one letter. When we were teaching subtraction, substitution, after we substitute, we make sure that after we substitute, we only have one letter, maybe 6y plus 5y or 6x plus 5x. We only make sure we have one letter which we are dealing with, and which we did here, and now we've gotten our y to be 2. Note, any method you use, you must get the same answer. You can try it, you can solve this question with this elimination, and we have done subtraction before in one of the previous video. You can still watch it. Those of you who have not watched subtraction, I advise, please, you have to watch it so you can understand that too. Now, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to find x. Now, let's find x. I told you, once you have gotten one of the letter, to find the other one, you don't need another elimination. You don't need another substitution. All you need is just to put this answer you got inside one of the equation, and that is all. You just put this answer that you got inside one of the equation and you are good to go. Now, I'm going to be using this example, this equation here. You have y plus 2x is equal to 4. Y plus 2x is equal to 4. Now, what is our y? Our y is 2. You can't solve two letters. You have already gotten your y as 2. So you put your 2 there. Y is 2 plus 2x equal to 4. Now what do you do? Collect like terms. You have 2x. After collecting like terms, you have 4 minus 2. And now this will be 2x equal to what? 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now you divide both sides by 2. What do you have now? Your x is equal to 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So your x is equal to 1. So now you have gotten your answer. Your y equal to 2 and your x equal to 1. So it's as easy as that. Now, I'm going to be showing you another example, and I hope those of you who maybe did not understand this one, you will understand the next one. But those of you who understand is good. The next example is just additional knowledge for you. So I suppose you listen to this one very well. Now, imagine or let's say an example like this. You have 2p plus k is equal to 4, then p minus k is equal to 2. Yes, this is our question. You have 2p plus k is equal to 4, and p minus k is equal to 2. Now, what are we looking for? We are looking for p and k. They said find p and k. That's our question. Find p and k. Now, I told you, the first thing you do in the elimination is to remove one of the letters. To eliminate one of the letters. Either you eliminate the p or you eliminate the k. When you eliminate the k, you can solve it for only p. When you eliminate the p, you can solve for only k. So it's as easy as that. So now let's check. Before we times, let's check if anything can subtract or anything can add first. Because if anything can actually eliminate each other, there is no need to multiply. It is when you can't find anything, that is where you multiply to a number that can subtract or add, that we eliminate. So now you have something like this: 2p plus k is equal to 4, p minus k is equal to 2. Now what is here? When you subtract this, let's try the subtraction first. 2p minus p, you will get p, plus k minus k. We are trying subtraction. 2p minus p, you said it was p, right? You said p, that's correct. Now k minus k, it is not k minus k. I told you, I've told you this before, that the minus here, it belongs to this next number. So k minus k will give you plus. For example, you have k minus k. K minus k will give you what? Minus and minus will give you plus. Minus times minus will give you plus. So k plus k is actually 2k. So minus cannot work. Minus cannot work. Sometimes you have questions like this where you feel minus work, but minus cannot work. Why? Because there's already a negative sign here. So what are we going to try? We're going to try plus. Now let's try a plus. 2p plus p is 3p. Now let's go here. You have k plus minus k is equal to what? 0. K plus minus k is equal to 0. So what are we going to do? We are going to be using addition. We are going to be using addition. Now, when we add this thing, what are we going to have? When we add it, we have 2p plus p, which is 3p, plus k plus minus k is 0. So there's nothing there. We just put our equal to next. Then 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. So what do we simply do here? We divide both sides by 3. Divide both sides by 3. 3 divided 3 is 1. 3 divided 6 is 2. So we have p equal to 2. So you see that we have gotten our p by using the elimination method. K plus minus k is 0. Don't forget that. Because plus and minus together, plus times minus will give you minus. So what is here is actually k minus k. If it was minus will give you plus. So what will be there will be k plus k. But now you have minus here. So this is what you have. And now for the next example, to find k. For the next finding k. So now this is what we do. I told you, after you get your first, what do? You simply add the number in what you got, and then you get the second. So now this is k. You already know p. You can also use this equation. You can use any of the equation to find it, but I advise you always use the easiest. For more speed in your exam, you always use the easiest. Now if you look at these two equations, this is the easiest and this is what we are going to be using. So you simply put your 2 here in your p, because they say p equal to 2. You have gotten your p as 2. So you simply put it here and then you solve. Or you want to use this, you simply put the 2 where p is and then you solve. So for me, I'll be using this first equation here, which is 2p plus k equal to 4. 2p plus k equal to 4. You remove the p because you already have your p as 2. So there's no need to write p here. So this is now 2 brackets 2. Your p is 2. Don't write 22. 2 of them are timesing. So don't write 22. You put it in bracket to show you are timesing it. Then plus the k, which you don't know, which you are looking for, then equal to 4. So what do you have now? 2 times 2, you have 4. I told you that times 2 times 2, you have 4. Plus, what is here? K equal to 4. When you collect items, 4 goes here, you have k equal to 4 minus 4. Now, what will now be k? K 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. So you can see that we have solved and your p is equal to 2 and your k is equal to 0. Now, for any pattern you try, I've told you this before, you must get the same answer. If you try your substitution, you must get the same answer, except the question is wrong or except you made a mistake in solving. You must get the same answer. So you are actually advised for theory questions. Sometimes they tell you use the elimination method or use the substitution method, but for an exam yet is not stated, you have to use the one you know best, either the substitution or the elimination. Some prefer elimination, some prefer substitution. You have to use the one you know best for better accuracy in your exam. So thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please, I will appreciate if you subscribe, and you also share the video to your friends so they can learn too. Like our page on Facebook so you can learn from that side of the social media too. Thank you and goodbye.